Alright guys, we're at the end of the John Wick video. This has been a very long journey but fun at the same time, and also at the other time I feel really bad for considering how long this took. I would probably say on average my projects don't ever take this long. This is probably one of the longest projects, only close to another guy of mine, but he had like 4 or 5 pistols, so his was a big build. This was also very big as well. I apologize. And right now I'm at the stage where I'm very nervous because we got to get this shipped to him, and I don't celebrate until customer gets it, shoot it, plays with it a couple of times. Hey, thumbs up, it's good, and then it's just maintenance. That's when I'm like, okay, I know I did my job. I'm happy. I gave it all my best. Okay, let's just get started. It's been a long time since we did the last video. I only think. I think I posted a picture of this on Instagram. At the same time, I'm not sure. It's all kind of blended in because it's been so long doing this project. So this case design came from mycasebuilder.com. If you checked out our videos, I think I talked about it, and you can see the design has changed. There's a lot of dead space here. So I had a friend that was going to CNC some stuff. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. He's very busy, so what's going to happen is that will happen later on. I'll ship that stuff to him. I'll probably do a little Instagram update. Hey, we see and see that I think it came out great, that kind of stuff. So what I ended up doing is I went on SolidWorks and I just made 2 little logos myself. All right, this is the first one, and I know the poor print quality. Good news, guys, is I put a pre-order for the Prusa Mini. And it's going to be like an actual pretty good upgrade, because I've been using like just a crappy one for the longest time. It was basically free, let's put it that way. But yeah, this one I did in SolidWorks. I think it came out good, and we got rid of dead space. And I think when we get it CNC, it will help add a little bit color to this. Okay, so that goes right here, and then you're going to notice the next area is this guy. The only difference is I want to have my friend CNC the if you're familiar with video games, Payday 2 did a John Wick style logo. I'm pretty sure it's their logo. They have him like walk in the middle, and I think that would be very cool. And you can see this through here, because this is about, I think it's 2-inch, and there's enough room for it. I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll just put like a little LED strip in here. So I think it'd be something cool that if you're trying to show off or that kind of stuff. And I want to say the guns fit in here pretty good for the auto trace, guys. I'd probably say the HICAPA is definitely a little bit more tighter. Now, let me see if you guys can, if I can turn this. You're gonna notice. Oh, okay. You're gonna notice we have the safeties in here, and what is this, magazine slide lock? Okay, they fit pretty good. HICAPA, not so much. So my advice to you guys is probably, I feel like, on HICAPAs, I feel like this is where the auto tracer is going to kind of fail. All right, it's just over time, but me and him both agree, because we don't want to. We want to just get the gun, and I want him to play with it. But I did pay for the oops, I made a mistake. And what happens is you pay $7-8, and then you take this foam and you send it back, and then they allow you to you can change it however you want. So with that being said, we could do that, but we're not doing an option. And him and I both on the same page is, I think over time this will get looser. The HICAPA is definitely tougher to take out versus a Glock. And at the end of the video, I'm going to put it in and I'll show you. And then for anyone quick-eyed, you're going to notice these are custom. This is let me put it down. These are Pro-Ins, all right. Pro-Ins ended up working out best for this setup. And we just, we had to get Pro-Ins, so that's, added more time. And these were originally just black. Pro-Ins doesn't make Terran Tactical, with logo. And, we were thinking the same thing, like, shit, we gotta get these Terran Tactical logos on them. So I had my good friend, Rock Armament come. I'm gonna put I'll put his information below. He's based in Los Angeles. He did the laser engraving here, short notice. Man, I got the Pro-In Max, and I said, hey, can you do this? And I shipped it to him, and we got it done very fast. So a big shout out to him. We didn't have to wait a long time, and I pushed him. So I do appreciate him working with us. So we got 4 of these bad boys done. We could have done it like TM. Let me show you TM, guys. Now TM is technically the correct way, but I think we did the correct way. Okay, it just looks so much better. This is what, get out of here. This is what they do. And I don't like this because you lose part of the logo, but technically speaking, this is real steel. With this, you know, we got the whole logo. It looks great. And then, you know, if you really want to match it with the HICAPA, just put it that way. You can see, so I think this was the right route. I think if anyone does, if you guys ever buy a Pro Engine and you're going to try to copy this, man, just join us, guys. Do it this way. Don't do it the other way, because it's just, I mean, what do you want? You want this or this? I want this. I want the full logo untouched. Okay, so I think that came out great. And then here's the other thing we did. Laser engraved back plate. That was a little, I didn't want to tell him. This one I did on my own. I was like, you know, I want to surprise him with something cool, and this is what we did. So bam, bam, it's just, I don't know, this came out great. Both of them are short stroked. I can't shoot, it's really late, guys. I actually just came, today was I did a little gauntlet test from what I do for very big projects, or, you know, projects that have been taking a long time. Well, actually, I kind of do it for everybody. Not everyone gets the video. He got the video because he's so far away. I want to make sure I show him it works. What you do is you basically test all the mags, and you put 10, 15 BBs in them, and you shoot at a target, and, you know, make sure you're able to hear sounds. So I just got through with that. Maybe if you guys are like, hey, please can I see, you know, a shooting test, maybe what I'll probably do is I can edit like that video and take the sound out because I'm talking to him. I don't want you guys to, you know, hear any of that kind of stuff, but I can just show you the shooting test. That went very well today. We only had 2 mags that were annoying. One Pro-Win got sticky a little, and these, that's what we can, if anything, we can talk about these guys. These new TM mags, HICAPA and Glocks, they suck, alright? Just, the original ones are better. If there's any, if you guys are like doing IPSC, I know IPSC guys already, they know this stuff. The original Glock mags and the original HICAPA mags, they're just so much better than these new design ones. Ever since they changed metal factories, I think they went to Taiwan or something. I don't know. I forget where it was, but it's just, these ones suck. Just make sure you stack these guys right, especially the HICAPA ones. And you guys can usually tell by this design or the bottom of the magazine. That's how you tell what generation you have. They just suck, alright? Stack them correct. And then you can see I'm pushing that in. And we'll get this guy. And then here's the HICAPA. It's their dream to shoot these guys, alright? They came out great. I ship them dirty, guys. Basically, there's just grease and lube on them. Like, you know, when I build my guns, guys, I don't build for collectors most of the time. I build for skirmishers. So I am testing these guns to make sure that they work. That's what you get with me, okay? And, you know, he knew that from the very beginning, and I bonded with him. I really liked him. So, if anything, big shout out to everybody. And I'm also sorry to everybody else that that didn't happen. You can see it. Look how tight that is. And this, remember, this was auto trace. Okay, I'd like to say it came out pretty cool. This is probably the only area that was annoying, is this area. I needed to make a little more room because this is what I wanted to put in here. You know, like a bag in here, but it's just not enough room. So what I have is clean wrap, but these are going to be shipped with them anyways. Well, the only thing I gotta do is just do the police evidence thing, then we're good here. Man, what else? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, one thing that I think that you guys also have to be careful when you're doing, if you guys do, and you do my case builders, you have to think about the clearance here. Now, I didn't want to recess this all the way down because I don't want to damage these guys. These guys are more important to me than, you know, the bottom, to be honest. So there's enough space down here if anything ever happens, we're going to be safe. But at the same time, that doesn't allow me to use the original setup, right? This is the original, it goes right here. It's too thick, all right? It's very thick, so what I have to do now is that's the only thing I gotta do right now, and I gotta check it, because I sent him videos today to see what it is. I'm gonna glue this guy right here, so one is thick enough now. So that's one thing I think I was thinking more about protecting the mags, but I also forgot about this at the same time. But luckily, this case had this size. If this case didn't have this side, I was probably going to have to, like, you know, rip this up or try to trim it just to fit. You know, be careful. That's the only thing I'd probably say is watch out for anything extended mags. It's just this. I know people will tend to lay them down, but this just looks so much cooler to me. You know, I think it came out great. What else? I'm trying to think of anything. It's been so long since the last other video. We have the John Wick coins we did like in the movies. Okay, these came out very cool. Got these on Amazon. These guys were kind of expensive. I was pretty close to this 3D printing and spray painting, but I was like, okay, let's just get one set. Another thing that I think that maybe people don't do all the time is try to actually this is like all his. Literally, we have a lot of parts. So I'm going to be shipping in 2 boxes, but we're going to be putting one and then one on top. But try to organize stuff for you guys. I think it makes things a lot easier. You know, especially if you have a very high-end pistol, guys. You got a building, and you take all the stock parts, and if you just put them in another place, or sometimes you forget about stuff over time. I'm not sure if you're constantly building. It's very easy to identify. But I'd probably say what you should do is just try to put, you know, make little bags for yourself. Don't throw away the bags, all the upgrade stuff. Just organize it. So that's when I put like stock TM Glock parts. In this bag are only stock TM Glock parts, whereas like backup extras from upgrades. For example, he's got a guns modified trigger and it comes with 3 different color shoes. I don't think you guys can see. Oh, that's pretty hard. But there's gold, red, and black. So I got black in there and I put his extras in here. If you have like short strokes, you put in here, leftover, that kind of stuff. He's got an extra GM back plate, and like these are shims, like 3D printed shims for his mags. But yeah, that's about it, guys. And then we have 2 setups in here. Where he plays, guys, there's, you know, they have certain, you know, legal rules you gotta follow. 1.2 joules with 3 O's. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm making sure that's right. So this setup I have right here are both 97 millimeters. They are guaranteed to be under that number. This setup, not so much. You know, if it's really cold over there, okay, maybe, sure. But if it gets hot, yeah, you're gonna surpass that. And I've done a video for him where I did the chronograph to, you know, prove it. Yeah, that's, if anything, I think that's about it, guys. I apologize for no shooting test. It's just, you know, it's late, and I just came off from doing the shooting test for him privately. Like I said, if there's if a lot of you are asking shooting tests, maybe I'll edit. No promises, and just take that snippet and put it on, you know, Instagram or something. I don't know. Big thanks to everybody. I think this series went over well. I think a lot of people enjoyed this series. I enjoyed it. He's enjoyed it. You know, now I'm at the stage where we're shipping and we're figuring out all the stuff we have to figure out. That's very important. I want this to get to him safely, and the only thing I gotta do is glue this. I'll probably do like Elmer's glue or hot glue. I'll figure that out tomorrow. I think a majority of these guys are hot glue, so I'll go pick up a hot glue gun. And I can't think of anything else. If there's anything I'm missing, you guys let me know. But I think this is gonna tie up the John Wick video. I know it kind of went from like 0 to 100, because I think the last video we didn't even have the pro-ins. I was still working on the gun. We didn't have the case design, so it kind of just all smacked at once. But I think this was a very fun project, and now my next step is to get them safely and make sure, you know, that this gun works for them. And I'm very nervous right now. I'm always nervous at the stage, and you know, I always tell customers, hey, check up with me. I want to make sure it's working for you. You're having a good time. And then once we get to that stage, then I'm happy. So, big thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series. Yeah. I saw all your comments, guys. You guys surprised me. A lot of you I've never even seen on the channel, but you know, I saw all your comments regarding the you know, the guys. I got very defensive, because I kind of had a talk with the other guy. This guy's been cool. Okay, no problem. It's just the other one, you know, he's a bit younger, so That's all I want to say. It's just I want to protect them. You know, I don't want people to feel bad or anything. I never want that. I don't want people being influenced or so. I appreciate everyone that came out and supported. That's, you know, that was cool to see. I didn't, you know, realize there was a lot of you guys like that. So I'm gonna take your advice, guys, and I usually don't I delete like really stupid comments or just straight up hating or, you know, waste of time comments. And then like the ones that are kind of iffy, I kind of let slide. But I think I'm gonna take your guys' advice and just delete anything I just deem, you know, to be whatever. You know, we have a small channel, but I think at the same time, I think we're all tight. Just from what you guys have said, I can understand that now. So big thanks, guys. I'll see you around. Take it easy. Have a good time.